Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of A Pretty Little Podcast. I'm Allie Violet Vixen Commissaro. Tonight we have an insanely talented band on. Don't Panic is the kind of band that reminds you why you fell in love with music in the first place. Whether you are screaming along in the front row or discovering them for the first time, Don't Panic delivers a sound that hits hard, sticks with you, and never gives up. Please welcome Ted from Don't Panic.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey.
Nice to meet you.
So I got the pleasure of seeing your show at the Ritz,
Oh, wow. Awesome.
and it was insane. And I was one of those ones that was screaming along with you down in the front row.
That's great.
Well, I got like the coolest lives because we all love your logo, like the fact that it's the different colors. And
Oh,
I just
yeah.
had to put out there, I did my nails with the different colors just for you
Oh,
guys.
wow. That's so cool.
So when I saw you, I was like, I need to know everything about this band because I went there with the intent of just discovering a bunch of awesome bands. And you guys were the first ones that I saw inside that I was like, oh my God, we got to reach out to them.
That's really cool. Yeah, first of all, I love that you went to that show. And so the show we're talking about is in Scranton,
Mhm.
Pennsylvania. And I'm so glad you went to that show to find new bands. I think it's really cool. I love when people do that. Like, obviously, there's, like, a band or 2 you're like, "Oh, I wanna see these guys," but then you're there the whole time checking stuff out, which is, like, that's how I used to be. When I was younger, I'd go to shows and just be
I
like,
was
"Alright."
such a Warped Tour baby. Like, I
Yeah, yeah, same.
grew up in that atmosphere. So, I mean, when I heard that there was one in Scranton, I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm not making it to the other ones." Like, "Yay, good job, Josh."
Yeah, no, Josh killed it. That was a really fun show, and there's a lot of really awesome bands on, and we were really excited to be able to be the first, like there was, like, that main stage, and we were the first band on that, and it was like, "Oh, this is really cool." I've known Josh for a really long time, so when he called me and asked if we would do it, I
I
was like, "Yeah."
was I was so impressed with the amount of people that you got inside, and I mean, they all knew your lyrics. They were right there with you, like, I mean, it was a huge crowd inside for you guys starting it off, like, and
Yeah,
you guys really set the tone for the rest of the night.
oh, thanks. We try to. We try and play every show the same, whether there's 2 people or 2,000. It's the same show for us no matter what. So, we're just there to have fun and make sure the people who are in there are gonna have fun also. And it was really cool, like, we didn't know what it was gonna be like, it's a big area and everyone's kinda spread all over, so we were like, Are people gonna come in, like, when we start?" Like, Spill Canvas and Armor for Sleep were on way later, so that's who most people were there to see, like, those bands, and so we were really pleasantly surprised when we came out, and we had a good little crowd there for us. I'm pretty excited.
Oh,
Good
it was
times.
great. I got a full live of at least 3 of your songs, and then
Cool.
I got, like, a bunch of pictures that I will send over your way later. I did tag the band, but I'm not sure if you, like, ended up getting them, and there were some goodies in there.
Yeah, I would love that. I love collecting videos and pictures. Not out of narcissism, just out of, the desire to have documented evidence that I lived at some point in my life.
That was a great show, and I mean, the energy was just amazing, like, the stage is awesome.
Mhm.
I love that
Yeah.
venue.
Same. Yeah, yeah. It was our 2nd time there. It was a lot of fun.
So, I wanna kinda get into the backstory of the band. When did you guys start, and how did you guys kind of connect and come together?
So, this band started, uh it's, like, kinda weird because I was in a band from 2003 till 2010, 2009, uh, uh, and in that band started to, like, break up and in 2008, we decided to go on like a break, like a hiatus, I guess, or whatever.
Okay.
So everyone in the band was like doing other stuff. So I started like I wanted to keep playing music, so I started a side project, which was this band, and that was in 2008. And it was me and the bass player of the band I was in. The band was called Split 50. So it was me and Keith, the bass player. And I found AJ through MySpace. Uh, like some people were like, "Oh, this guy's a really good guitar player," so I just messaged him, and I found out that he lived down the street from me, which I didn't know. So we wound up hanging out and getting along. So and then
It was
we
meant to be.
yeah, and then he had a the guy who owned the recording studio that we recorded at knew a really good drummer and was like, "Oh, if you want this guy, like hit him up. He's a good drummer." So we hit him up and we did this band for like a couple months, just writing songs. And we played like a show or two. Actually, we played Warp Tour, which was really cool. In at Montage in Scranton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then my old band got back. Our hiatus was over. We started back up. So I put this on the back burner, and that only lasted a year. And then this band broke up. So I was like, well, I guess I'll go back to my side project band and don't panic and keep doing that. So when I went back, we found a different drummer. And from like 2009 till 2012, we were like, we wrote an EP, we released it, went on tour with the Ataris, did like a US tour with those guys.
Love them.
Yeah, they were great. And what else? We did a bunch of shows and it was fun. And we got back from that Atari tour, which was really long for us. It was like 6 or 7 weeks. And when we
Oh,
got
jeez.
home, we were all broke. And I was like I was mid early 20s. And I had no money. And the other guys we had no money. So we got home, we're like, we have to work. We have to make some money. So we were like, we'll take a break. Everyone will go get a job and we'll try and save up and keep it going. So yeah, that's 2011, 2012. So that break
What
wound up.
job do you go and get after playing with the Ataris and touring for that
Yeah.
long? Like,
So
uh,
our drummer wound up working at a casino.
okay.
Uh, I started booking tours for other bands. That's what
Oh,
I
okay.
started. Yeah, so I became like a booking agent essentially. AJ started working in a recording studio, and Keith started working like as a waiter at like Chili's or something. And yeah, we took a break, and it wound up just going really long. It went for almost 8 years, and then
Oh,
back in yeah, then 2019 we started it back up. But we had all four of us known each other uh, for a long time, just playing in bands in the Northeast.
mhm.
I've been playing in bands since 1999 is when I started my first band. I was in high school,
Does that have
and
anything to do with fall of '99?
it's exactly what it has to do with. That's what that song's about. Is starting my very first band and playing at like little like rinky dink, coffee shops and fire halls and like all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I met Keith, who was our bass player from playing in bands. I met AJ because he and our drummer Anthony were in a band in high school together, and we went to the same high school. So it was just like a thing where we all kind of knew each other all through our years growing up, and so yeah, so we did the band like I said from 2008, 2009 till about 2012. Took a really long break, grew up a little bit, and then in 2019 we decided we're going to do it again. Uh, then in our mid 30s now, and my brother wound up joining like a much bigger band, and they were touring a lot, and they were on tour in 2019, and he called me and he was like, "Hey, do you want to come hang out on this tour? Like, just hop on our tour bus and just drink our beer and hang out." I was like, "Yeah, that sounds great."
Brother.
Yeah, so I flew out to was it Florida? I flew down to Florida. I met up with them on the tour, and it was like I hadn't played a show or written a song or done anything in like 8 years. It was a really long time, and I walked into the venue and I was like, "Oh my god, I miss this so much!" Like immediately, like it just came to me. So as soon as I got home from that tour, I called all like AJ, Keith, and Anthony. I was just like, "You guys want to do our band again? Like, you know, think that'd be kind of cool." And everyone was like super on board. And the only stipulation was that we just had to do it for fun. Like, we don't care about anything else. We just want to make music for fun, and that's been it. That's been this. That's kind of how it started. And so the band, we now officially started in 2019, and we've been doing it since then. So six years now, to keep it really long and short.
No, I'm it's I love hearing backstories, and I love, like, hearing about the journey that it takes to get to where you are, and especially, like, how was it after taking a hiatus? Like, even though you were in I mean, playing with the Ataris, I mean, that's you're on bigger stages, and that's a
Yeah.
bigger tour. How was it taking that hiatus and coming back? Did you feel, like, a lot of
I,
pressure or
yeah. Well, there's like a lot of feelings. Uh, First, yeah, a lot of pressure, but only because I do that to myself always. Like, I'm really hard on myself, and I'm very critical of everything I do. So I always put tons of pressure on myself to just like be better, be better, be better. So no
Mhm,
matter what I'm doing, that was the attitude I was going to go into it anyway. Um, but it was kind of scary because I hadn't done the band thing in 8 years almost, or 7 or 8 years. I didn't know, like, the landscape changed a lot from 2012 to 2019. CDs were gone. Like, when I stopped playing, everyone bought CDs. There was no digital, downloading had just started, like, people just had, like, iTunes. Like, that was, like, brand new, where people were, like, downloading songs to their iTunes to have on their iPod, and
yeah.
so it's like when I came back and I was like, "Oh, wait, people don't buy CDs anymore, obviously. So what do you do?" And it was like, "You just put it on Spotify." Like, well, what's Spotify? I don't use Spotify. I use Apple Music. I don't even know what the hell it was. I didn't know how to get our stuff on there. Like, so I took all of our old music and I uploaded it to. I used like TuneCore, one of those companies, to like basically upload your music online to like Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon.
Mhm.
I didn't really understand social media, to be completely honest, as far as promotion goes. Like, again, when we stopped, like, we had a MySpace page,
Yeah.
and then it was like Facebook.
OGs.
Yeah, and it was like Facebook and Twitter was like Facebook and Twitter were like the 2 big things. I was like, I don't you're starting off from scratch. Like, and again, I was when we started this back up, I was 35, and I was like, I didn't know how to promote anymore in the music industry. I didn't really know how to do anything. The only thing I knew how to do is book shows. I'm really good at that.
I was gonna
That
ask,
was my
did
career.
your time working with, like, being a booker and the time that you spent down with your brother, like, being part of that show, did did you learn a lot that you could apply with your band now?
For sure. Well, that's still what I do. I'm still a booking agent. So I've been doing
Okay.
that for a living. Yeah, I've been doing that for 15 years now. And so that is like my strong suit is I know how to book tours. I know a lot of bands. I know a lot of agents. Like, I can get us lots of cool stuff,
Mhm.
which is great, but you still need music. You need good music, and you still need to know how to promote and use social media. We always joke that when we're on tour, like, we're just traveling t-shirt salesmen, and we make the music just so that, we have something to sell the t-shirts to. But it's like, you really need to know, and especially now, TikTok, my god, it's just like that's the new MTV. So it's
I
like
love TikTok.
everybody does. I don't get it, but I have to get it. Like, I have no choice but to get it because,
The
like I said,
secret is nobody gets it, like, just go on there and just do just the dumbest thing ever, and the ones that you, like, question even, like, posting, they're the ones
those
that
are
hit
the ones.
like
Yeah,
crazy.
it's the thing that you care the least about and give the least shit about. You're just like, "Oh, whatever." That's the one everything likes, and you put all this time into, like, something cool, and no one gives, like, a crap about it. You edit it and, like, and you post it in, like, 300 views, and then, like, post yourself farting somewhere and they're like, "Oh, 10,000 views, like, look at this." It's like, "All right, whatever." I don't get it.
It
But
it blows my mind. I keep
yeah,
thinking I've, like, figured something out, and then I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't."
no, no, you didn't. Yeah, exactly. So, it was scary on that end of, like, I don't really know how to promote or use social media that well. I don't really know. I don't like, I'm kind of like how you said earlier, like, I like to go to the shows and find new bands. I'm not that person that much anymore,
Mm,
unfortunately, when it comes to live music. I just like the stuff that I've always liked, and I don't listen to a lot of new music, and that's to my own detriment a lot of the times too. But there's like I've a set bands that I like, and I listen to them, and so I didn't really know a lot of the new bands. I didn't really know like what's popular
I
right now.
won't
What
put
kind
you
of
on the spot, but I would love to know the bands that you were, like, around because your songs, like, I I've listened to the old stuff, and then I've listened to the new stuff, and I love them both, but, like, they're so different from each other, but, like,
yeah.
still have your signature style in there.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think I'll sound like myself, but
Mm,
there is certainly like I'm a huge Foo Fighters fan. That's like my
okay.
favorite band of all time. That newer band, like I love the Beatles and Billy Joel and Tom Petty and Eagles
Okay,
and
I have
ELO.
to ask because I ask everyone that says the Beatles, what Beatles songs are you drawn to from the
There's-
Beatles? Because it really depends. That's a pretty vague
I like
influence.
all of it. I like all their early '60s stuff, like the I Want to Hold Your Hand stuff. I
Mhm.
like their psychedelic stuff from like the Magical Mystery Tour. But my favorite material, honestly, is the B side of Abbey Road, like that one long, like
Okay.
15-minute song. I think it's one of the best pieces of music ever written. I like their older, like they're not they're older, they're the them as older guy, like toward the end of the band, even though the band was 10 years long or whatever. But
Yeah.
the last two out, Let It Be, Abbey Road, two of the best albums by them, in my opinion. They're just incredible. So that's my Beatles. That's like my Beatles that I like. Um, but yeah, I mean, like I said, Foo Fighters definitely one of my favorite bands. There's this band Bayside who it's like everyone who knows me knows how much I love Bayside. Awesome
That's so
band.
funny. One of my favorite sweatshirts is Bayside, and I got it because I just love the way it looked, and I figured out, like, it was at a punk rock flea market, so I was like,
Oh, cool.
I'm good, like, I'll figure out who it is, and if it's a real like, whatever, I'm going for it. And I listened to them when I got home, and, like, I love them. I was like, "Yes, yes," like, I dig
Yeah,
that.
they're great. It's like Morrissey meets Metallica. It's like really wild,
Yes.
like and like Alkaline Trio too a little bit. And yeah, so I'm a big Bayside fan, but I grew up on punk rock music, uh, like Warped Tour, like 2002, like No Use for a Name, Bad Religion, and Millencolin, and Face to Face, and all that kind of stuff. So it's
Goodies.
like Fat Records, punk rock is like really the music that like in my teens and formative years I listened to. So there's a lot of that influence. There's a lot of the rock stuff, like I said, Foo Fighters, that kind of style. Um, so it's like kind of a mix in between there. People like to call us a pop punk band, but I don't think we are. Like
How
I,
would you
we're,
describe yourself to someone
I,
else?
I would just say we're to make it simple. I say we're like a pop punk Foo Fighters, where it's just like it's a rock band that's got some like punk rock kind of feel to it. But I don't know, it's like power pop like rock music. And we got some energy. I mean, like my brother plays in the band Bowling Pursuit, and
Oh,
so
wow.
when we play with them a lot and we hang out with them a
Mhm.
lot. So a lot of people will be like, "Oh, you're like that." And it's like, well, we're not really like them. Like we just play with them a lot, but we don't sound like them. But sometimes when you see bands get paired up, you just kind of assume they probably are similar, and we've some similarities. And at first, this is kind of all roundabout back to your question. One of the things I was most scared about coming back was that I had not written a song in 8 years, and I was like, "Can I even still do this?" Like, I have no idea. I hadn't tried. And so the first thing I did was kind of keep it simple and familiar. And again, spending a lot of time with my brother and those guys on their tour, I was like, "Oh, I kind of listen to this kind of music, so I'll ease into this by doing stuff like that." It's like
Mhm.
that's Fall of '99 song is like that's a little more pop punk esque because that's what I was around at the time when I was writing it. And so our first album that we put out when we came back, which came out in 2020, it's got a little bit more of that lean to it because I was like kind of trying to step my toe back into writing. So I went back to what I very first started when I was young as like a genre to kind of work my way in. But I think as we progress and every album that comes out, we step a little bit closer to like what we sound like, which if that makes any sense, instead of like trying to sound like something, we're just trying to sound like ourselves now. Like all of our influences kind of mixed into one big pot. So
So
it's
what song would you say right now would it for a first-time listener, what would you say is the song that you would recommend?
so if you so of the songs that are released from our three albums and our EP that came out a long time ago, which I think is what you were referencing earlier, like the older
Yeah.
thing. Um, between those four, there's a song on the newest album called "Consequence Be Damned," and that's
Okay.
like the one that I think is like the most what our band sound is.
Okay.
Uh, so that or "The Long Way" is another one I think is very much like our sound.
That's
But
the
we have
one
a
I picked that's the one I picked for the story.
oh great. So then you did get a good choice. That's we have a new one coming out in 2 weeks, a brand new song, and that'll be my answer in 2 weeks. But for
Yay!
now, yeah, yeah.
Now, can you tell us anything about it?
Yeah, well, we're in the studio right now. That's where AJ is currently. Um, and we are recording a new record. This is gonna be our fourth album. Um, and we recorded so we do it we don't like go into the studio like a lot of like it's different nowadays. Like everyone does something different.
Oh, tell us all
Uh
about your creative process.
well, so like like back in, not even 20 years ago even, people like if you were recording an album, you just like all go in the studio, you'd be there for 2 weeks, you'd record every day, and then your album's done and you go home, the guy mixes it. Yeah, you got your album. Uh the way that recording like just like social media and just like everything else, recording technology is gone changed so much too, where you can record like the drums today at the studio, and then we'll go to AJ's house and we'll just record the guitars at his house. We don't need the studio for those, or So we kind of
Yeah.
have been doing a lot of piecemeals, a lot of songs, as opposed to being forced to have the whole record done at once and recording it at once.
Mhm.
We'll write like two songs, go record those, then we'll write two more songs in 2 weeks and go record those. And we'll kind of do it that way, which is nice because I'm not forced to squeeze it all out at one time. I can kind of focus and spend my time on each song and give it its attention until I feel like, all right, this one's done. Let's go do it while it's all fresh, and then I'll
Yeah.
work on the next one. And let's go. So that's been kind of the process. And right now we've got four completely done. The record's gonna be um, 10 songs probably.
Okay.
So what we're doing is we recorded four. We did everything: guitars, bass, drums, vocals. The first one is called "Honest" that we're gonna put out. That's
Mhm.
mixed. That comes out in 2 weeks, August
Okay.
22nd, and then every 5 weeks we're gonna put another song out digitally. So
Nice.
yeah, and that'll go all the way to the end of the year. Every 5 weeks, a new single will come out, and then we're gonna release the whole album in January on vinyl and CD and stuff. We still do CDs because
Yay,
people do like having them, and
Oh,
vinyl especially. People love
definitely.
vinyl. Yeah, I mean, I have like a bunch of our vinyl on the wall, but people really like the vinyl, which is awesome. I've never. This is the first. This is my third band ever, which is not a lot, or I don't know, it is a lot, but I've never done vinyl. I've never done music videos. Like this is the first time I'm doing all this stuff is with this band, which is fun. I really like doing all that. But yeah, so the creative process is interesting in that it's different every song, but the majority of the time, most songs that I write are born in my shower. So
I love it.
I'll yeah, I'll be in the shower and I'll just start humming an idea or like a guitar idea or a vocal idea or lyrics or something. And then I get out of the shower, I record it as a memo on my phone and I just leave it on there. And I do that over the course of like a year. And then when we feel like, hey, it's time to start making a new album, I'll go through my entire phone memo bank, all these song ideas that I've forgotten about that like it just randomly had come to me. Sometimes I'll wake up from like a dream. I've dreamt songs before where like in my dream we're doing
Oh,
this song.
what song did you dream?
There is a song on our newest album called Black and Blue and White,
Okay.
and I dreamt that one. It was just like, and there's a couple on the new record that I've dreamt. Like, just it was like it was either we were playing it in my dream or I don't know what it was, but I woke up and I had it. So I'll just grab my phone and I'll just sing it into my phone.
Now, were you opening for Foo Fighters?
No, no, my dreams aren't that cool, unfortunately. But uh, we we'll take all these ideas that I had, and I'll go back to them, and I won't even remember I did them, and I'll be like, "Oh, yeah, okay," and then I'll sit in my basement here, and I set up my, like, a little Focusrite thing on my laptop and
Mhm.
plug my guitar in, and I'll have a little mic, and then I'll record the idea off of my phone onto my laptop with, like, programmed drums that I just kinda come up with, my guitar, my bass, and my vocal
Yeah.
just whatever it is, and I'll send it to everybody in the band, be like, "This is kind of the idea," and then everyone will get together, they kind of know it, and then everyone will write their part. Anthony will come with the actual drums, and then we'll sculpt the song from that, and then we'll go record it in the studio, and kind of how we bake the cake. Not
It's
always, but
crazy how fast it moves now. Like,
oh yeah,
we've had quite a few bands on that were back from MySpace, even I didn't realize that GarageBand had been
that's
around
what.
as long as it was. Like, and I
Yeah,
mean,
that's what I
it's still
use.
going strong. Like, I know a lot of bands that still use that to this day, which that's kinda cool.
That's what I use. I use GarageBand. That's for like the demo ideas, like because it's just really easy. It's got like a really easy programmable drum kit and it's got a really easy interface just to plug your guitar in and your vocals, and you make your little demo idea, and it's nice and clear, and it really shows the other guys in the band like this is essentially how I want the song to go, and it takes I could sit in an afternoon, I could take 2 or 3 songs done if I wanted,
Mhm.
So yeah, GarageBand's great, but there's lots of programs that do the very same thing. I never had anything like that before. This is the first time. So once I saw it, like it comes on my Mac and it came on my phone. Even it's on my phone, and I was like, oh, I should learn how to use this thing. And then once I started using it, I was like, songs just started coming out like crazy because it was just like you could put the song idea and you don't have to keep playing it over and over to try and remember it. Or that's what it used to do. You just sit with your guitar and memorize it and write down what Now you can just like track it. All right, I'll move on to the next one, and then I can come back to that and add things, and yeah, it's great. It really helps a lot.
Now, can you talk about any of the themes or, like, special things in the new
Uh,
songs?
yeah, I mean, each song obviously has a different. I don't so the way I write songs is typically it's the music first.
Mhm,
So I'll come up with like guitars and like a chord progressions or parts, and I'll have like a melody that I'll hum. Or I'll sing like gibberish, blah blah ba ba da ba da, like that, and but
mhm.
with the notes. And while I'm doing that, a lot of the times I'll find a word in the gibberish that works really cool in like the flow of the chorus or whatever, and then I'll build around that word. And then based on, like, the tone of the music or, like, what I'm feeling or thinking about that time is, like, where, like, the theme and the lyrics will go. So, like, my for instance, we had of the 4 songs we just wrote, while we were writing the one, my grandmother passed away,
Sorry.
and, that's okay, she was 98, so she did it.
I just lost my grandmother last year, so I
Yeah.
get it.
So and my cousin was getting married, like, several days later after her
Mm,
funeral. So I was traveling from hi her funeral to his wedding, and I was on a plane, and I had a notepad with me, and I had my AirPods in on the plane, and I was listening to the music that we had done of this one of the 4 new songs, and I was just like I kinda felt like, "Alright, I'm gonna write about, not necessarily my grandmother passing, but just about people dying and letting go and grief and that kinda thing." And
mhm.
that kinda just came right out on the plane, real easy, like, the lyrics just came right out. Um the new one that we have coming out in 2 weeks, it's called Honest, and it's, like, about learning to, like, trust or retrust people that have let you down,
Okay.
and that's a hard thing to do, and it's coming from the perspective of asking someone to, and them asking you, "Would you continue to be honest with me?" kinda thing. So, a lot of the stuff I write, I try and write, um, just from my own life experience, because I mean,
I
that
love that you said that you, like, hum it and, like, because I feel like most people come on and they're like, "Yeah, I write the lyrics and then I put the music to it and blah, 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 blah." Like, I love that you sit there and play with it and you do the music first and kinda hum whatever. Like, I feel like if I had any musical skill, that's how I would approach it.
yeah, I mean, for me, I'm a melody guy, so I like good melodies, and one thing I learned a lot, and in my opinion anyway, is that people always remember the melody. They don't always remember the lyrics. Now, there are some people that really love lyrics, but
Hold
there's a lot of
on.
people.
Your lyrics are, like, the best. Your
Thank you.
choruses, like, they, like, linger in the best way in your mind. Like, I mean, seriously, I was catching on and I do a lot of TikTok songs, so I'm
Mhm.
pretty good at it, but I was, like, picking up on your songs, like, right away.
Thank you. Well, that's awesome, and I love to hear that. And lyrics are super important. Trust me. But more of the point is that to me, the most important thing is to have like that good melody of how because
Mhm.
everyone sings the melody, even if they don't know the lyrics, they just make up lyrics, songs that they love, or they say the wrong stuff or whatever. So it was always for me like let's lock down like a really memorable melody, and all the lyrics will kind of present themselves from it, which is I found a lot of the times. Our drummer Anthony was always pushing me to do that more and more because he's that's something I excel at, which I guess I don't know, but it's
If
singing
you
blah blah
could
blah blah, and then
first in your head, what are some lyrics that really, like, mean something to you out of your songs? And I know probably a lot of them do, but what's the
yeah,
first one that kind of, like, jumps in your head that fans can kinda listen for in the song?
there's a couple. A lot like their song "Numb" on our newest album. Uh, that one I wrote. Those were the ones that the lyrics kind of just like easily came out. I was at we were playing this thing called Four Chord Festival, which is out in Pittsburgh, and they had like before the festival started, they had like a VIP thing where a couple of the bands on the festival did like an acoustic set for the VIP people. And I was one of the people doing the acoustic set. So I was sitting in this tent by the catering area, like with my acoustic guitar.
And you came out with "Numb"?
Yeah, yeah. And I wrote it right there, like in the tent. And I hadn't planned on playing it because I didn't know it. I didn't know it was a song, but I was like sitting there in the acoustic tent, waiting for the day to start. Um, and then I wrote the song, and the song it's about people like being expected to not feel, and who are like encouraged almost a lot. I'm not anti-medication or anything, but like
Mhm.
that was where it started. It was just like every time you go to the doctor or anytime you see someone, it's always like the first thing is like, let's get you on this pill instead of like, let's try something. Let's get you to like emote first. So it's like the concept was just like they're they're teaching everyone to be numb to everything as opposed to experiencing everything. And you know, things suck sometimes, and things hurt, or things feel great, or whatever. And I think it's really important to work your way through that because it makes you stronger as opposed to numbing yourself to everything. And so that's kind of what the song was about. And I don't know. I just it-
It's
we
hauntingly beautiful, that song.
oh, thank you. Yeah,
Like,
I like that one a lot too. That's another one of ours that are one of my favorites.
now, which one would you say is your favorite one to play live?
Um, hmm, I don't know. I think it. I think it might be that one. I think it might be that one because it's upbeat, but I still get to like sing, and I think there's really cool guitar parts in it.
Mhm.
So I think it's that one. I like the live songs. I like the ones that have a lot of energy, um, and a lot of our songs do. And I would say probably Numb or I mean Fall of '99 is really fun to play live, but that's because we do like a lot of like crowd interaction and we get people to sing along and stuff, and that's always really fun just to watch people have fun watching us. Obviously, that's a big part of playing live. So, but maybe between those two.
So, what are some of the, like, shows that kinda stick out for you in your
Oh,
head that you've played?
there's a lot. Um, I mean, even somewhat recently, we played at the House of Blues in Boston with Bowling for Soup and Wheatus last year on tour.
I
And
sang Teenage Dirtbag with them, and I was like cheese face through the whole video.
yeah, yeah, they're great. And um, that show stands out just because, first of all, it was definitely the biggest like venue show I ever played. It was huge. There were so many people there, and it also stood out because, and we do usually get taken pretty good care of, but they took really good care of us. Like we had like awesome like buffet and like all it was like really awesome. Like we treated like we were the first of the three band like we're the opening band, but they treated us like we were any of the other big bands. So that was really something that stood out. Um, we got to open for two of my favorite bands two different times. We opened for this band Face to Face, who's like old like '90s punk rock band. Is like one I grew up on, and we played with them at this big amphitheater in southern Pennsylvania. And man, it was so cool just because I was so excited. I wanted our set to be over so I could watch them. Like but the show is just so fun. And we opened for one of my other favorite bands, which is the band Lit, and
Okay.
we played with them down in South Carolina. And I learned how to play guitar to their Place in the Sun album, which came out in 1999, which it all ties into that song.
Did you get to
Uh,
tell them that?
oh yeah, yeah. Well, now I'm friends with them, which is awesome. Like, so I talk to them on the regular now. But when we played with them, they're just like, yeah, you guys like, I learned how to play guitar to your album. Like, you're like one of my favorite bands. And that show was great. Like, it was at this outdoor brewery, and the guy who owned had really good food, and the guy who owned the place was like, he told me and my band, he's like, "You guys have an open tab today, so whatever you want." So we were just like eating like crazy after we were done playing and drinking like crazy. It was a lot of fun. But that show is excellent. This past year, we did something called the Rock Boat, which is like this
Okay.
really cool. It's a cruise, like a cruise,
Yeah.
uh, and it's like a bunch of bands play on the cruise. So we were on the water for like 5 or 6 days, and it was like us, the band American Authors, this band Walk the Moon, uh, Sister Hazel, Tonic. It was like all sorts of bands, and that was just like every day because we played 3 times on the ship.
Yeah.
Every show was memorable because it was just like freaking incredible just to be on a cruise ship, like playing like as a rock band, like the people who were, you know, I don't know. It was just something I will
Is it
never forget.
totally I mean, is it weird singing on a cruise, like, because 'cause you're, like, rocking around and, like, I don't know.
No, you don't even feel it. Actually, the second show we did. We felt it. Like the boat
I'm,
was
like,
like going like
acting
this.
like I'm in the, like, deep
Yeah.
sea with, like, Moby Dick on.
No, it was a little a little shaky the one of the shows, but you were having a bunch of energy and jumping around like you don't notice it that much, and we had a good time. But yeah, there's been lots of memorable shows, lots of fun. Um, I mean, Warp Tour when I played Warp Tour back, back in the day, it was always a great time, although it was hot. And yeah, I mean, most of my favorite stuff that we do is usually with the Bowling for Soup guys, just because not only my brother's obviously the bass player, but the other guys in the band are like our family too. Like some of our best friends. So just hanging out with them and it's always the most fun. And not to keep adding ones, but our first time headlining over in the UK, every show was freaking incredible. And every time we go there is amazing. But all those
They
shows are
take
super
care of
fun.
you over I've heard Germany, I heard certain spots in UK, like, I heard that they really take care of you over there.
They do. The people, and honestly, the people who come see us freaking love us out there, and it's the coolest, best thing ever. They're just so excited. They have such a good time, and yeah, I love going there every year we go. It's amazing.
So what are some venues that you would like to play in the future and
Ooh.
some bands that you would like to headline with?
Okay, venues. I think I've almost hit every bucket list venue that's like realistic. Like
Oh, that's
obviously,
awesome.
like Madison Square Garden. Oh yeah, sure, that'd be really cool. I don't even know if I've never played in a venue that big. I've never done like a stadium or arena or like even an amphitheater. Uh, but like we hit a lot of our bucket list venues recently. Like we did TLA, which is one I always wanted to do. We did the
How was
Electric Park.
that?
Oh, it was amazing. It was so cool. We did the it's called, I think it's called the Franklin Music Hall now or something like that. It used to be the Electric Factory, like back in Philly. We played that. We played Irving Plaza in New York, which was incredible. House of Blues Boston. Played
I'm
near
from the
Lot.
outskirts of Philly, so I know all
Oh,
these
nice.
places too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Trying to think. I would like to play House of Blues um, in Anaheim, out in California. That's one I haven't done. Um, I would love to play Red Rock. I think that'd be really cool. Um, yeah, but luckily for us, most of the venues that I've wanted to play, we've gotten a chance to play at. But I mean, there's still plenty I would like to do. Some bigger ones. All the bigger O2 stuff out in the UK as well. I've always wanted to play at.
Now, is there any places that you
Yeah, we haven't done uh, like LA area, like Southern California, San Diego, in a really
okay.
long time. So I'd love to go back. We've never full band played in like Seattle, Portland, like Pacific Northwest,
Oh, you
Denver.
gotta get out there, they would love you.
Yeah, I would love to get out there. I would like to go to Europe. We haven't done Europe. We've only done England, Scotland, and Wales. So
Okay,
I would like to go and do like Germany,
okay.
Australia, and Japan. Those are 3 big ones I would really like to do. As far as bands, besides the obvious, which would be Foo Fighters, and Bayside, I would love to play with Jimmy Eat World. I think we would go really well with them, and I would love to just play shows with those guys. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, let's put that in the universe.
Please, everybody.
Hopefully, they make a short of this and we can send it to them.
That's right. We'll tag them. Hashtag. It's gonna be too long. Jimmy Eat World, take Don't Panic on tour
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
But, yeah, that would be awesome. So,
For sure.
I wanna have people watch your videos. So can
Please.
you give us any little Easter eggs that are in any of the videos that people can look for?
Sure, that's a cool question. I never been asked that question before. Well, first of all, if you've seen our band's music videos, you know that we like to do some fun stuff.
Mhm.
We don't just have the 4 of us playing in a room. Like, we really do go all out. So, I'm a child of the '80s. I was born in 1984, so I grew up in the late '80s and early '90s, so I love '80s stuff. Love it.
Mhm.
So, usually everything that we do will have some sort of tinge of that. Our first music video is an homage to the opening scene in the movie Back to the Future.
Okay.
In the opening scene of Back to the Future, Marty's band is trying out for the band Battle of Bands talent show thing. And in the video, in the movie, Huey Lewis is supposed to be one of like the teachers, and he's like, "Oh, it's too damn loud. Like, you guys can't be part of this or whatever." So that we took that 1 minute or 2 minutes of that movie and we turned it into our music video,
Mhm.
where it was like our band was auditioning to be in a talent show or a battle of bands or whatever. And then amongst that was all the other acts, and we play all the other characters also trying out. So like there there's a bunch of like little like nods and stuff. Like I dress up like Britney Spears and we do like doing like the Britney Spears dance. Everything in there is like from the '90s. So it's like in the very beginning of the video, my brother is in it and he's playing an acoustic guitar and he's dressed kind of like a hippie. Not a hippie, like a '90s hippie. He's trying to play Dave Matthews song on this
Okay.
guitar, and he's not getting it, and they push him off stage. And then like Keith does the entire dance routine from Little Miss Sunshine. Um, uh, we all dress as Limp Bizkit in the one part. Like there's like lots of little like if in every detail in our videos is always something.
Now, are
So
they
like,
all this like into it, or is it like
oh, is it me? And then no, everyone's into it. Everyone has a lot of
okay?
fun with it. Yeah,
Because
I
I
mean, I'm
feel that when I'm watching your videos, like you guys look like you're having a blast, but
well, we
nowadays you
are.
never really know.
No, we're having a great time. I definitely am like the mad conductor, but at the end of the day, everyone loves doing it, and we all kind of throw in our ideas. And um, like the newest video we did for the long way is a Weekend at Bernie's homage. If you ever seen that movie, where the premise is we need to make we get offered this really high paying private party, but I accidentally get run over by the van, and so that we still want to make the money, so they just dress me up and pretend I'm alive so that we can get through the gig. And then all the stuff in the video is always something from a movie we like or a cartoon we like or a scene. We always put stuff in. Uh, it's for us, but it's for people who like to look. So that's why it's interesting you asked that question, because there is tons. If you really want to spend a lot of time looking for fun stuff, we did a cover EP with a bunch of cover songs,
Okay.
and it's called Undercover Volume Two and Volume One. There's two of them, and in the first one, we covered "Mr. Blue Sky" by ELO, and we made a music video for it. And the music video is a never-ending '90s sitcom intro. So it's like the person will like come in and be like and like have their name. So, but we do that the entire music video, and as the video goes, it gets weirder and weirder and weirder. And
Love the weirdness.
every single scene is from something, like from a pop culture reference or a cartoon we like, or everything, every name, every scene
Have
is
you ever done a contest for your fans to like try to figure
pick
out
out what's what.
all the references in the video?
No, no, but that'd be fun. I like
Oh
that
my
idea.
gosh, we need to do that because
Yeah,
I definitely picked up on The Weekend at Bernie's. I
yeah.
got that one, but now I have to go back and rewatch it and see all the other ones, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the
see how many I can get.
Mr. Blue Sky one's really fun. It's got Simpsons, stuff, it's got Seinfeld stuff, it's got uh, South Park, like all things that we like. A lot of the character names, like from Twin Peaks and like from all sorts of stuff. Like you could pick it all out. It's a lot. It's a lot of fun. But
So, do you have 90s 80s or 90s references already set for some of the
no,
new videos?
uh, maybe. So um, the new album has a little bit more, and we've has like a little bit. The word's weird to use because I'm 40, but it's got a little more of an adult feel to it.
Okay.
We're like we feel like we've kind of like found our sound, and it's like a little bit more mature. So part of the conversation was like, well, how silly do we want to get with our videos still for the
Mhm,
new music? Now, part of me is just like, I don't fuck, let's just make it stupid anyway. Because a music video is just a commercial for your song. That's and
mhm.
especially these days with again TikTok, and you want to make it real eye catching and real fun, and you want people to see it, want to see it again. So my my newest video idea, which I've been pushing, is again on theme with what I always do. I want to remake the movie Clue.
Okay.
So the music video is like us doing Clue. We're all so throughout the video, like we all meet at this old like a house, and then we get murdered throughout the video. So every scene, someone's dying, and then there's just less and less of us as the video goes on. So
Oh
that's
my
kind of I
gosh,
think
you could have so much fun with that.
I know. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. So I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm the mad conductor with the group, so I'll probably
Oh
do
my
the
god,
first.
and it's so crazy. We met the guy that, like, owns the, Buffalo Bill House at one of the
Okay.
horror conventions, and you can, like, rent out, like, the place. I think it's in Pittsburgh,
Oh
but
wow,
how
like
crazy
Silence
would
of the
that be to
Lambs.
play Clue in Buffalo Bill's house or, like, something weird like that? Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
I'm so
we gotta
feeling that.
find we gotta find, like, a cool, like, mansion or something to like, an Air so the Weekend at Bernie's video we did for the long way was just a huge Airbnb with a big pool, and we just rented for the day. We just filmed. So I was planning on doing something similar, like, if we do that, like, rent an old mansion or, whatever, find
Pull
something
an
really cool or
All-American
something.
Rejects. Ask your
Sure, yeah,
fans
yeah.
and friends online, like, "Hey, who's got a big house?"
Yeah, who's got a Clue-looking house? The big staircase and a dining room. But, yeah, so, I mean, I always have ideas, like that, kind of floating around, but a lot of the stuff comes to us as we're just we have a group chat, and I'll throw that idea in the group chat, and then it'll just kind of snowball, and then everyone will start being like, what about this? What about that? How about this?" And we'll have a huge list, and we'll just kinda work off of that. But I don't know, I haven't really thought too much about the video stuff yet, but we'll
Not
probably
that
be
I
doing
have
that
any
at the end of the
say,
year.
but I'm
Oh, sure.
also from that time period. I was born in the '80s, and
Good.
the first movie I ever went to go see in the theater was Beauty and the Beast,
Oh, wow.
and it would be awesome if you could have, like, the candlestick or, like, something from Beauty and the Beast in the Clue
A
mansion. Yes, totally
Sure, we could
feeling
do
this.
that. You put a little chipped teacup, little something. I don't know what
That
the
would be
first movie.
so awesome.
Do you remember seeing the movie in the theater? You remember it?
I remember bits and pieces. I was so excited. Yes, like, to this day, it's still, like, one of those movies that I like, and it's funny now because I watched it with my son, and, like, I've watched it with the kids, and back then, it was, like, everything, and I didn't even realize how much violence is in that movie till later on in life
Oh,
when I'm
sure.
rewatching it, and I'm like, "Wow, like, the one guy gets stabbed?" Like, there's a lot
80s
going on.
80s movies are trauma factories. My One of my very first movies I went to see as a kid was The Land Before Time, and that thing is
Oh,
traumatic.
greenhorns never play with
Yeah.
long necks.
Grandparents are like, parents are dying, like, it's, like, traumatic movie for a little kid. So, eh,
But we
we're alright.
all, like, picked up the leaf when we found a leaf outside that was, like, perfect. We
Oh,
all,
yeah, it
like,
had the
picked up
water
the
in it.
leaf and, like, carried it around for a little bit, like,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Well, there you go.
that's awesome. So, do you have shows that are booked as right now that you wanna shout out?
Yeah, a ton. I'm actually flying out. I'm going acoustic, uh, doing 3 acoustic shows, opening for the Spill Canvas. Uh, this week, I'll be in Fargo, North Dakota on Thursday, so tomorrow, I guess. Uh, Friday, we're in Sioux Falls, South Dakota at the Icon, and Saturday at Lefties in Des Moines, Iowa. And then in 2 weeks, we're doing 2 shows with Unwritten Law and Zebrahead, in Virginia Beach and Atlanta at the Masquerade and Peabody's. And then in September, we're playing in Portland, Maine and Hamden, Connecticut, 2 headline shows of ours on the 19th and the 20th. And then October, we're going on tour with Wheatus, for a week, and we're going all over kind of Indiana, Kentucky, Virginia, North Carolina, some other spots.
Now with the upcoming tours, are you gonna be playing a mixture of your songs? Are you gonna switch it up each show? Are you gonna be
Uh,
playing more of your new stuff?
a little of both. We have like the set songs that we always play because it's the songs people like of ours that they want to hear, and then we're gonna be putting in a bunch of the new songs from the new record. Be like testing them out live, and by October we'll probably be playing like half new songs, half old songs, like with Weedus.
So if you
Cause
wanna hear Honest before it drops, you have to go to one of your shows.
yes, it'll come out on the day we're playing in Virginia Beach with Unwritten Law and Zebrahead. So
Okay.
if you want to hear it, I'll play it acoustic on this upcoming run with Spill Canvas, and then we'll definitely play it on the Unwritten Law tour as well. So if you want to come see us in Atlanta or Virginia Beach with Unwritten Law and Zebrahead, we'll be playing some new songs. And then December, we're going on tour with Bowling for Soup and the Dolly Rots, from New Orleans to Florida on our way to Warp Tour in Orlando. So that'll be in November. And then we might do some random stuff. We might do like a Northeast PA. We always like to play Pocono's hometown show at some point. I think we might do a Pittsburgh show. We might like add some random shows here or there mixed in at the end of the year, but busy schedule. Very excited.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And now if people are trying to get a hold of you to book you or fans are trying to connect, how do you kinda go about that?
You could find us on social media like everywhere everybody else on Instagram.
Do you have a certain social media that you answer more than others?
Nope, we answer everything
Okay.
equally. We've got a Facebook page. We've got which we use a lot because we're all 40 and people like us still use Facebook. Uh, we've got Instagram. Uh, Facebook's Don't Panic Official. Instagram is Don't Panic Just Rock.
It's all going
Uh,
at the bottom.
awesome. We have a Patreon, so if you like Patreon, please come join us on Patreon. Don't Panic Official. We do lots
Now
of cool
with
stuff.
Patreon, like, I've never really used it. I've seen other people using it. Can you explain that a little bit for people that
Oh,
don't really know about it?
it'll be my pleasure. So Patreon is it's kind of like an OnlyFans for bands,
Okay.
but we don't show our buttholes. We do all a bunch of exclusive stuff for people who want to, you pay $5 a month or whatever you want to pay, and
Okay.
it gets you different stuff. I do an acoustic streaming show every month on there, live like a live acoustic streaming show. Our bass player Keith does like he's a cook, so he does recipes that he posts on there for people to try. We post song lyrics. We sign song lyric sheets and we sign set lists. We mail them out to you. You get discounts on merch.
The set
You
lists are hot now, like, people
Yeah,
fight over them now at shows.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know
I know.
I've been going to shows for how long and, like, never knew that this was, like, the thing to get.
Yeah, that's so you get 'em you get one at our on our Patreon page if you want it. We do like behind the scenes, like we film ourselves recording our new album, and we'll post clips of us in the studio so you can kind of hear, how the songs are coming out. We do all sorts of cool stuff like that we don't post anywhere else online, and we do a lot with a lot of people's Patreon pages. They do like 2 or 3 things a month. We do like we do like 10 posts or 12 posts a month because we just
So
like to
you
keep
make it
it.
worth their while.
Yeah, yeah, we're excited to do it. So we've got the Patreon page if you want to sign up. It'll be awesome. And then if you want to email us, thanks for not panicking at gmail.com. There's a K in panicking, don't forget. And then if you want to book us, if you're like trying to do shows or whatever, you can hit up our booking agent, me, at Ted Felicetti at tkoco.com. And, that's what we do. So you find us all over the place. And we have a TikTok page, which we're learning to use a little bit better. So follow us on there and we'll
Well,
start posting more.
I would love to help you a little bit with that. I would love to do some songs and cover
Please.
them.
I would love that. I don't any help is welcome with TikTok. That's for sure.
Sounds awesome. So one more time, just to go over, because we talked about it early on,
Sure.
and just in case people are just listening to sections, you never know, might walk away for a second.
I get it.
When is the album coming out? You said January for the whole album, and then you're dropping in 2 weeks, you're dropping Honest, and then it's 5 weeks at like every 5
Yep.
weeks?
So
Okay.
August 22nd, Honest releases gonna be our first new song in about a year and a half. So it's we're very excited about it. And then every 5 weeks, right from August 22nd, like clockwork, every 5 weeks, a brand new song comes out. So the second one will come out September 26th, and then October like 31st, I think. So it's every 5 weeks. And then on January, I believe 9th, tentatively right now, which I think is the first time I've said that. So it's
Mhm.
exclusive news, but I think January 9th, the new record will be out on vinyl, CD, streaming, all that stuff. So,
Now, do you know
yeah.
what, like, people get really, like, fun with the vinyls.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea of what you're doing with the vinyl?
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna do like a cool, like different color kind of thing. Swirly. Like we did. I've got this one.
Oh,
This is
yeah,
our.
show them off.
Yeah, I've got. Well, this is our first album. And we did like this like cool, like blue swirly bit here.
Oh,
I thought
that's
was really nice.
fun.
Yeah, yeah. So a lot of that kind of stuff I think we'll do with the new record. Um, we'll do like usually like we do like 100 exclusive, like something like that, and then the rest of them will just be like normal black vinyl. So you want to get one of the exclusive ones because they're cooler. But yeah, we'll do like we're gonna be doing a vinyl release through Smart Punk and and then CDs and I don't know else we're gonna do with the vinyl yet. I don't know if we'll do like inserts or panels. Yeah, I haven't really designed that aspect yet because we're kind of waiting for the vibe of the album. Like once all the
The
songs are
sky's the
done,
limit,
I like to.
and, like, you guys are,
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
moving quickly, so I'm, like,
Trying
excited to
to.
see what's next.
Well, thanks. Me too. You'll be seeing it at the same time we do. But I do appreciate you seeing us play and being enthusiastic enough about it to hit me up and have us do this on here. Really
And
cool.
thank you so much for taking the time to come on. I know you guys are in the studio and busy, and I really appreciate it. I just want to say to everybody that's watching, thank you for tuning in tonight. And please make sure that you go follow Don't Panic. They're great. Like their songs, and make sure you go on those videos and let's see how many things that you can find.
Yeah,
Make sure
please.
you
It's
comment
fun.
them one at a time so that it adds to that algorithm.
Yeah, you know how to do it.
Thanks again.
Allie, thank you so much. I had a great time. It was really nice talking to you and meeting you too.
Definitely. I love hearing all about your story, and I can't wait to see where everything goes.
Thank you. Well, see
Bye.
you guys next time.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. Another episode of A Pretty Little Podcast. We will see you next week.